wasn't a fight. It was a push and shove.
I remember sitting back and I seen him sprinting and I was like, I wasn't meant to chokehold him. But he turned around and started pushing me, and I don't know why we were naked. We were just swimming in the beach, butt naked, and I'm still running back, and then he goes to me like, "What are you fucking doing?" And I look at him and he full punches my chest so hard, like he wounded me.
You all good? Were you a Maroon supporter growing up? Oh, tell me it's false.
I was gonna give up on rugby league.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Let's Trot Show, episode 41. And with me today will be one of the best back rowers in the NRL, Haumole Olakau'atu. How are you, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm all good.
How's that chair? I know you're a big boy. Can you fit in that quiet?
No, it's good, man. It's comfy.
How's things, man? Last time I saw you was would have been a couple of years back. We're doing a bit of speed work together with Michael Fualo. Shout out. How's things?
Yeah. It's been good. Can't remember how long. I
Would it
think
be
it was
2 years?
last year off season, was it?
Yeah, that's right. It was.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was going to make a comeback or not, and then I was like, nah, I've had enough.
Yeah, it's been good, man. It's been a while since then, but thanks for having me on the show, man.
No, love it.
Big shout out to Michael, eh?
Yeah, if you're into your speed, definitely reach out to Michael Fualo, man. He's one of the best going around. It's been a big year for you. Obviously, Origin, you boys are flying high now. Almost in the top 4. And not only that, you're a Western Sydney boy, I hear, yeah?
Yep.
Guildford?
Yeah. Born and raised in Guildford.
And you haven't made the move out to Manly yet, have you?
I did, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. I think it was last year. So I was there, I can't remember, 2020?
Yep.
I was there, so I lived in Manly for like 3 years. And
That's a long time.
Yeah, so, but bought my parents a house last year, so I've moved back to Liverpool and just been staying with them and trying to save up.
I love it, man. I love it. And what do you love about Manly, being out there?
No, it's just different. You know, it's everyone's, doing their own little thing. You know, you have people, exercising in the mornings. You know, that's the kind of lifestyle.
You're one of those guys doing the morning walks on the beach.
Yeah, nah, not that. But that's the kind of lifestyle I want my son to be around. So.
Because it's a bit of a culture shock. Like, you're obviously born and bred in Guildford, Western Sydney, and then obviously made the move to the Northern Beaches. Like, did you find it hard to adjust to that lifestyle?
No, not really.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty cruisy guy, so I kind of adapt easily to everything, and it was a massive change for my partner, but he kind of got used to it like after a year. So
I made the move to Penrith finally. I used to commute, and now I'm there and back every single day. Yeah. Went out there with my wife and 2 kids, and I lasted 11 months. So I made the move back real fast. I wanted to ask you as well, how did you get the nickname Schmole?
I don't know. There was this trend going on back in the days where everyone used to say like every word with SH before it.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just... Someone just kept calling me Schmole, and kind of stuck with me. And then, it's been my name since.
Because obviously it's the tag, and I saw one of the boys with the poster after the game, free Schmole.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I didn't actually see it. I didn't actually see it in person, but the boy showed me photos of it, and it's going to crack up. I'm
intrigued. Who's your crew out in Manly?
Don't really have a crew. I do actually. I used to. I had a little carpool group. It was me, Tolu, and a guy named Christian Tuipulotu. That's
Christian. The Dragons now.
So it used to be, used to pick him up on the way to training early this year. And obviously, CT's gone now, so it's just me and Tolu now. But I don't really have a group at training. It's just pretty
laid back.
Open now with everyone, so
yeah, I like it. You're obviously a cool cat, pretty chill. I'm keen to know, what do you get away? What do you do when you get away from footy?
What do I do?
What are your hobbies? I'm just intrigued. I need to know.
Bro, I just started playing golf last year.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, man, I love it. Eh?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love
Can
it.
you hit them?
Sometimes. most of my hits are good, but yeah, I've just been jamming it hard every day off, and I kind of went away from it a bit.
Yeah.
At the start of this year, and then I think it was Blues camp, because we stay at a resort in Blue Mountains, and that resort had a golf course there. So just every time, like opportunity, I just went and played golf, and it was cracker.
Do you play any other sports like growing up?
Yeah, I did actually. I played heaps of sports growing up, but like
What
for fun.
What am I guessing? Basketball is one of them.
I did play basketball, but like not, in competitions and all that. Just play for fun.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I remember when I first started playing in RL, and I heard all these rumors about me playing, basketball and all that. It was all just
It's all cap.
lies. Yeah. It was what I love doing, like at school during recess and lunch. So
Yeah. Speaking on Origin, you went to the Blue Mountains for your camp. What was that like?
one of the best experiences of my life.
Really?
Of my career, actually. So, it was good to be around, all them big names and just, learn what they do and who they are, like in campers. I've learned a lot from them. So,
Yeah.
but it was also very fun camp.
I can imagine. Because I feel last year you were touted to make your debut with the Blues. You obviously got that opportunity this year.
Yep.
Good career, obviously successful win up in Brisbane. What was the most memorable part of that camp for you?
I think it was just, don't really know. There was a lot of good parts, like good moments in camp.
Yeah.
But I think it was just kind of making that bond with all the other players from other clubs. Just getting to know them a bit more and a little better. So I think golf was the main thing for me. Just going out and play golf and getting to know all the other boys.
Well, there's not much else to do up in the Blue Mountains, surely.
Yeah, true.
Can you tell me the story around the baseball bat? What's the go with that baseball bat?
I don't know. It was the first time seeing that. When did you bring it out? The last camp.
Yeah.
It was just talking. Madge was just talking to us, and then for some reason I didn't know where the bat was, and he just kind of magically, made it appear onto his hands and started swinging it. And when he was swinging it, my mind just went like,
What's going on
I
here?
switched off. I was just watching him swing. I didn't hear like anything he was saying.
Yeah.
It was funny, but he started swinging the bat, and then I remember looking over to Payno, and Payno's looking at me, and we make eye-to-eye contact, and like we're trying our best not to laugh, but it was a serious moment because you could tell Madge was like very passionate, and he was
trying to deliver a message.
He was trying to G the boys up,
Yeah.
which we all were. So, but I actually don't know.
How did you find him as a coach? I'm intrigued to know.
He's good for me. Me personally, he was good. He was very, very honest with me. So that's what I like. Just be honest to me, and I can kind of move on from it. But it was pretty honest with me. I remember the third camp, last camp, when he called me, and he was saying. He called me before the game, actually. I remember because we were up in Townsville playing Cowboys.
Big win.
Yeah, and he told me, I need you to, play your ass off, play the best 80 minutes of your life. And obviously we got the win, but, I knew in the back of my mind I didn't play the best I, should have. And he called me after and he's saying, I know it definitely wasn't your best game, but, and so-and-so, so I've decided to, play Mitch Barnett on the bench.
Yeah.
And, I was very happy, because I knew from my perspective, it wasn't the best game I played. And
it's hard not to be happy for Mitch as well.
Yeah, but it was, I was at the same time, I was very happy for Mitch, because you could tell the first two camps he was, itching to play. And you know, he's deserved it. So, yeah, so Madge he's a good guy, Madge. Very passionate in what he does. And I remember the third game up in Suncorp, I went up to the coach's box and I was watching the game from the second half.
Oh,
Yeah, so just watching him and just seeing how passionate he was, you know, banging on the desk, on the windows. It was a good.
it's hard not to get him.
experience. Yeah, I was at the back trying to hold my laugh too. So
I love it. I love
good,
it. Obviously, you got to respect coaches that are honest with you and upfront. What was it that you need to work on, and that obviously cost you in the end a spot in that 17 for game 3?
I think it was. I don't think it was anything for me to work on. It's just the mental side of it for me. You know, I was too worried about, you know, the Blues camp instead of focusing on the, you know, that present moment against Cowboys, and I guess that's what kind of made me fall back a bit and, you know, not play my, you know, best game against Cowboys.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you feel like it's hard for you, like being so chill, composed, and calm? Like, it's hard for you to kind of really amp yourself up and get into games. Like, do you find that difficult or not really?
I do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, it's pretty chilled. Like I don't really.
You know, I don't feel like you're the type of person to hold grudges or like, you know, make it personal with opposition players. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah.
So what motivates you going out there, and where do you get that drive from? Do you know what triggers you have?
I don't really know. No, I just when I go out there, I just go out there and play. Like
You do it for the fun.
Yeah, I do it because I love footy, and like I remember when I first started playing, I had like I had my family to play for, and you know, obviously that's what drove me to be where I am. And now thinking about it, I kind of feel like I've gone away from that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty hard, but I think I might have to go back to.
Well, you got a young bub,
Yeah,
so that's
exactly,
a pretty good
I've got
motivator and a lovely partner.
I've got a beautiful partner and a lovely bub, so I've got to start thinking like, you know, go into games and start playing for them, and also play for my brothers as well.
Well, I'm sure like you already do that. I just feel like maybe when you do go into the games, you make that as like your sole focus, and that's where you probably get more energy from, I reckon. Because every single player, athlete, whenever they go into a challenge or a game, you have something that triggers you, right? Like you have a switch in your head that just instantly goes on.
Yeah.
But maybe that's something that you need to find. What I'm hearing.
It's easier for me to switch off than it is to switch on.
Yeah.
So I switch off so easily. So.
Well, I'll tell you, I want to ask you about one thing because you were definitely switched on for this moment when you ran.
What is it?
When you ran in and like you jumped into the little push. It wasn't a fight. It was a push and shove. It was a push and shove. It was a push and shove. And obviously you went in there, go in there to protect your teammate. And I was actually a big supporter of you actually doing that, to be totally honest with you, because I don't feel like you did anything wrong. Did you? You didn't. Like you were just literally pulling off guys off two of your teammates that were ganged up on, essentially. Did you find that 2 games was a bit excessive, and what was the aftermath after that actual moment?
Yes, so in the time when he was Romy and Bizarre were getting, you know, surrounded by the Maroons players, obviously because they were at their bench, around their bench. I just seen Muzz Cameron Murray, like he sprinted over, and I remember sitting back and I seen him sprinting, and I was like,
You can't sit back.
yeah, like, bro, he's gone in, like, one in, all in. So I kind of slowly walked over and I was meant to go there to break up the fight, but I just seen Val Holmes in front of me, and he had someone by the neck too, so I just grabbed him and pulled him off. And I wasn't meant to, like, you know,
Get involved,
and like I wasn't meant to chokehold him. But he turned around and started pushing me, and I kind of just was like, what the heck? Like, lad, relax. Like, and then obviously Jakey was there next to me and he told me, like, leave it, go. And when I seen Jakey, because Jakey's such a nice person, so I kind of looked at him and I looked back at Val and he told me go. I was like, oh. So I just let go and walk back. Yeah, but that was what, not long before halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone from the officials come up to me and told me, you know, you can't be on the field. You got to go watch the game from the shed. Yeah, so well, obviously I didn't argue with him. I just got up straight away and walked to the sheds and watched the game from there. But I asked him on my end, I asked him, just during the game, I can come out after the game, yeah? And he goes, yeah, sweet. And then after the game, when the boys were at the stage holding I was walking out and they had like 2 securities outside the tunnel waiting for me. And the official guy, he come up to me, he goes, oh mate, they've changed it. Like you can't come out like for the post, you know, show, post event. I was like, I asked these, you know, during the game, if I was allowed after, and they said, oh, I'm sorry mate, but they've changed it. You gotta wait here at the tunnels. And I was just,
Who's they?
I don't know. It's just, I didn't want to argue, so I just stayed there. I was like, yes, sweet, I don't care.
Because I saw a photo of you just having to like look back, or you were standing in the tunnel looking on the boys celebrating, and I was like, it's a bit excessive, man. That's not fucking fair. Like, what an overkill. Like, honestly.
I was a bit disappointed.
Yeah. Not
like at the official, but at myself. You know, I shouldn't have done that in the first place. But it was you know, to protect my teammates, and
I totally get it.
I'll do the same thing at Manly too for all my teammates. So.
I totally get it. And I feel like other people that aren't in our shoes don't understand. But like, how do you stand back and watch your teammates, you know, in a push and shove, outnumbered? Sit and I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I just could not watch on. I could not do it.
Yeah.
I'm exactly like you. And listen, I'll be totally honest. I can hear that you're accountable and you're acknowledging what you've done was wrong. But to be honest, I don't think 2 games and the way they treated you after was worthy of the crime. Put it that way. But anyway, moving on. It was still a great experience.
Yeah,
you celebrated a great win. You done the impossible. You beat Queensland in Queensland. What was the celebrations like after?
I was planning on, you know, partying and, you know, kind of, you know, charge with the boys, but I had training the next morning, so
no.
Yeah, so I just stayed up the whole night with the boys in the team room, and I think it was 5:45. I went upstairs, started packing, and called the next cab to the airport.
Oh wow, red-eyed.
Yeah, I was like.
But
bro, you should see me when I was at training. I was doing con. I was running con, and I was like, just looking at my S&C, my trainer, just looking at me, and I'm just like, just give me a day off.
What am I doing here?
Yeah, what am I doing here?
I feel like that's just putting you. That's putting you in a pretty big. Like that's pretty risky. Like you just got off a flight. You would have been tired.
Tired.
Oh,
I was gone.
Don't envy you at all. I actually walked from the stadium to my hotel. I couldn't get a cab. It was gridlocked.
Yeah.
What time did you get out of the stadium?
Right, like around 12:31.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is when no traffic, and yeah, the boys went out with the shield back onto the Suncorp Stadium, onto the field, and we were just chilling there for about like half an hour. And
did they put the sprinklers on you? Is that true?
Yeah.
Fuck, they're good.
Yeah, so once the sprinklers came on, we started wetting everyone, so everyone just went back into the sheds, and then
that's salty.
Yeah.
That's so salty, man. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't believe I walked. It took me 40 minutes to get back to my hotel after. It was an absolute disaster. There was a story one of your teammates told me about you, and I want you to shed a bit of light on it. When it was 2022, you guys just got beat against the Roosters, and after the game, the week after, I should say, you were summoned to Des Hasler's office. You and the whole right edge. Do you remember this?
Nah.
You don't remember this? Oh, do you want me to tell him what I heard, or you want to tell it?
Nah, you tell it.
Oh, apparently you were in the office and you conceded a few tries on your edge, and Desi.
I remember, round 2,
There you go.
2022.
Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened.
I don't remember what Desi said, like in the meeting. I don't remember the meeting at all, actually. I just remember when Roosters ran a mark on us on the right edge.
Well, I'm just going to throw him under the bus. Sabi told me this.
Yeah,
He reckons he was
Sabi. Nice Sabi.
Desi was absolutely spraying Sabi, and you were just like there, chilled, like leaning up against the wall, picking on the jib rock. And Desi's gone to you and started spraying you for like being distracted.
How come I don't remember these?
Oh my god! Was Desi? Did he obviously had a pretty good snap in him? Do you have any funny Desi stories? Do you remember?
I don't actually. Oh, there was one back when we used to train in Narrabeen. I remember I walked in because the office is pretty big, and I walk in and I do a little video review with Michael Monaghan.
Yep.
Monas. So I'm doing it, and as I'm watching it, like video, and I see Desi come out of his office with Kurt DeLewis.
Yeah.
And he gets Kurt to stand in the middle of the office of the room, around everyone, and he's telling him to run straight at him. Like he's telling Kurt to run straight at him, and Kurt runs at him, and I'm telling you, no word of a lie, he rocks Kurt. Like he just shoulders him, gets him to the ground and starts wrestling him. Oh my gosh, I was like, what's going on here, man? I'm trying to do my review here, and you got these two wrestling in the middle of the office. Got his elbow on him too. Yeah.
What was the chat like? What was he saying? I wish I was there.
Yeah, I can't remember the chat, but like, just he was like head to head, elbow on his head too. Just
What message was he trying to give Kurt?
don't know. It's probably
Toughen up.
yeah. After tackle, you wrestle or something like that. I don't know, but it was pretty funny moment.
Would you dare to laugh?
Sorry.
Would you dare to laugh in that moment, or would you like kind of like hide that you're laughing?
I was kind of like half like shock, half like holding my laugh back because I was confused, man. I was really
imagine.
confused. I'm trying to focus on
Your
on, like,
game.
my review, my game, and I'm looking back at these two wrestling too.
Oh my god, I can picture that. That is so funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
There was another funny story I want to bring up, and I'm pretty sure you were there. The what are the odds game when Moses Sully threw Schuster's phone in the water. Were you there?
Yeah. I was the one recording. Yeah.
I cannot believe that. So put a bit of context out there for everyone listening. What happened?
Yeah, so there's this game called What Are the Odds? And obviously Moses asked Shui what are the odds for him to throw his phone in the river.
Oh.
And Shui obviously said 100. And
so you got to pick a number out of 100.
You got to pick a number between 1 and 100. And if Moses gets the number right...
so he's calling it out in what? Like there's a 3, 2...
So I called it out 3, 2, 1, and somehow the number was 66. And they like both got 66, and without like hesitation, Sully just walks up, grabs his phone, and just throws it, and you should see the face. Bro, Shui was like...
That is one of the worst ruthless what are the odds games I've ever heard.
Yeah, and mind you, man, Sully's pretty ruthless when it comes to pranks and all that, so he doesn't care. So
yeah, because I'm just like, he's like, fuck off.
Yeah,
fuck off. And Shui's just like...
Like, Shui's got his hands in his pocket trying to hold his phone, and he just grabs it and throws it. That's pretty ballsy, man. That's ballsy.
Was he dirty, Shui, after it?
Yeah, he was filthy. But like...
What do you do?
He couldn't do anything. It's Sully, because... So he just walked back in the mall and got a new phone.
Oh, my God.
Like it was nothing, yeah, because obviously he had the money, you know. So,
100%. Yeah. Well, brother, I appreciate you coming on the show. And for that, our proud sponsors, ShoeGrab, have gifted you a fresh pair of sneakers in there for you.
Yeah.
Have you gone to ShoeGrab at all?
I have, actually. Once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
I got a free shoe from them that time I went in too. So, yeah, it was pretty good, you know, pretty good experience. I think it was the grand opening.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, when Foxy was there. So
of course he was there.
Yeah.
He's like furniture of the place.
it was him and the whole doggies team too. So
Oh, really?
yeah, this was like 2-3 years ago. So
Far out. How
Yeah.
good. What do you wear now normally? What's your main pair of shoes?
I love my Asics.
Yeah.
Just any kind of Asics like Kayanos.
What are they you got on
Nemesis.
right now?
These are the GT 2160
Yeah, nice.
Marylands
Yeah, nice.
2160. No, yeah.
Do you got a tattoo of what's on your stomach? You got a postcode on your stomach, don't you?
No, this is Tonga.
Oh, that's Tonga.
Yeah, this is Tonga.
So what is that? What is the 676?
676 is like, it's just area codes. You know, like how Australia has 61
Yeah.
and like
And
New
yeah.
Zealand 64. Yeah. well,
Gotcha.
Tonga's one 676 and yeah.
And where are you from Tonga?
So mum's from an island outside of the main one.
Oh, yeah.
Wai'u, it's called Wai'u, Holonga, and dad's from another island out from the main one, Hapai.
How good.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to go over?
I haven't been.
You've never been?
I have been to Tonga, but I haven't been to mum and dad's villages.
Okay.
But it's been years since I've been there. But I'm going back end of this year.
Oh, you are?
After Japan, so it's good.
And you're going to Japan
Yeah, so going to Japan and then come back Tonga.
with the family as well?
Yeah, go with the family.
How good. How good.
It's exciting times.
Well, brother, you enjoy those shoes from ShoeGrab. Thanks
Yeah, will
again.
do, man.
But let's now talk about you and a bit about your upbringing. So you were a Canterbury junior and a Parramatta junior. You spent a bit of time at Barella Bears in the Canterbury comp, I believe.
Yep.
And the Wenty Magpies, obviously Parramatta. Did you get overlooked as a junior in those two comps? Like, how did you end up in Manly?
Yeah, so I was gonna give up on rugby league. I think it was when I was 17.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was so I gave up on rugby league actually. So and I went to Union. So I switched over to Union, and I was gonna go. I went pre-season to Southern Districts.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a Union team down near the Shire, and I was already like a week in with pre-season, and one of my really close mates, Nase Fainu,
Yep.
he calls me, and he had no one to go with to training, so he asked me like what I was doing, and I told him I was doing pre-season in Union, and he goes, nah, like brush that off, like just come chill with me, like just go carpool to Manly and just chill in the car. And I was like, yeah, all right, sweet. So I brushed Union off too. So like I'm here, like no job, like nothing, no sport. So I drive with him to Manly, and it was all in God's timing, and it was a perfect timing for me.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so I'm just there watching Manasseh's pre-season for 20s, and the coach at the time, Chops, Wayne Lampkin.
You know, he was my first coach as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, out of North City Bears.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, so he spots me from the car, and he's like, I could see him talking to Nasser like on the field, and I think it was, I don't remember, I think it was like 2-3 days in, like me going with Manasseh to training, and like he finally
Approached you.
he approached me, and he's asking me, what I do, come train. And I said, yeah, sweet, I'll come train. But I was nervous, man. I was
Of course.
because I've never played reps, like
What?
junior reps, never played any junior reps like Harry Mats or development, SG ball.
That makes two
nothing.
of us. That makes two of us.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy. So, and the next week I start training, and luckily that week I started training was the trial week against Dragons. So I was like, oh yeah, cool. And I was very fortunate enough to play, and they loved the way I played, and signed a contract I think the next week or 2 weeks after that.
After hearing this, you got to believe in fate. Far out.
Man, so
It's all in God's
Crazy,
timing, like you
yeah,
said.
exactly.
That is crazy. Was that like a plan at the back of your mind? Like hopefully like rocking up every single day to
No,
yeah, like
no, I was just
supporting the brother.
yeah, because I had nothing to do. Like I had no job. Like I was working like on and off with my old man. We were doing concreting, but that was it. And you know, the times where I was free and had nothing to do, I just went with Nasser to Manly, and
That's wild.
that's crazy, man.
Do you keep in touch with Nasser at all?
No, like I haven't spoken to him in a while actually. But I know, I hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
You know.
So sad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I do miss him. Yeah, man. He's one of my day ones, like actual day one group. So, if this gets out to him, yeah, I hope you're doing well, Nas.
Sad situation for all. And yeah, I feel like when I first heard about him, I was gutted because he had the world at his feet, man.
Yeah, he did actually. He was, in my opinion, he would have been playing blues already.
I don't think we saw the best.
How good he
Yeah,
was.
I don't think we saw the best of him yet.
No, no, not yet. Like, hopefully when he comes out, like, he kind of comes back to footy and hopefully cracks it. He was going to be the best hooker in the league.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Back to your juniors. I want to talk about you not getting picked for Parramatta's SG Ball. Like, were you never even a consideration by Parramatta or Bulldogs?
I don't think so. Nah.
Never been approached by selectors. None of that.
No, none of that. Eh? But I did go to like every trial.
Yeah.
Like, every like development squad trial, like Parramatta's trial. I tried, but it just never made it. So
yeah, what is it with Parramatta? Like we see now with Blaze leaving, we saw Junior Paulo, he was another Parramatta junior. He left and pretty much developed at Canberra. Mitch Moses developed at West Tigers, but now back at the club. There's four pretty big names.
there's heaps, man. Like
What's the go? What do you reckon it is?
Even Moses Sully as well. He's another one.
Is he?
The pro junior.
Is he? Well, what club?
Mount Pritchard. Mounties, yeah.
That's 5 massive names right
There's
there.
heaps more players. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense how they can't retain them. Because
Sean Kepi's big, another one.
Because isn't Parramatta one of the biggest nurseries in juniors?
Yeah.
So where does it stretch from? It goes from obviously Guildford. Where else do you go from? You said Mount Pritchard.
Mount Pritchard.
Do they Liverpool or no? Or is that more Canterbury?
I think that's more like
Tigers.
Tigers, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Liverpool. But it goes out to like Rouse Hill.
Rouse Hill, of course.
Yeah, Rouse Hill.
The Hills District.
Hills District. Everywhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So Union obviously didn't work out. What position were you if you were to stay in Union?
I don't know, hey.
Oh, really?
Just yeah, because they didn't really give me a position when I went pre-season. We were doing con. We were getting pumped, fitness, like 3 days in a row. And I was like, I don't know if this is for me.
Yeah.
And luckily, I went back to league, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you played 20s for how many years? When you
Just the one.
1 year.
Yeah,
So 2017 was your only year, and you end up winning the grand final.
Yeah, and 2018, I was meant to play 20s, but I was out that whole year. I did my navicular stress fracture. I was out for
What's that?
It's like a little bone in your foot.
Oh.
Yeah, that ruled me out for the whole season, 2018.
And how did you recover from that? What did you have to do?
Couldn't walk on it. I couldn't walk. Yeah. So I was in like the moon boot for like half the year.
What?
Yeah.
It almost sounds like it was career ending.
Yeah, I know it was. Oh, not was, but
No. But yeah.
it
If
was pretty scary, man.
Yeah,
It was-
wow. So then 2019 comes around.
2019 comes around. I go back to pre-season, like 121 kgs, 123.
Wow.
Yeah, I was eating like a fat pig. 2018. I was big boy, man. returned back pre-season 2019.
So you must have shown a lot of promise in that first year 20s for Manly to, really invest their time and money into you. True?
Yeah.
And you've done that, the NRL preseason, was that your first one in 2019?
My first one was 2018.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you were pretty much in rehab, so your first full season was 2019. Yeah. And could you believe that in such a short period of time, so 2 years ago you were jobless, and now you're here training with the first graders and part of the squad? Like, did you have any reflection at any point, like thinking how far you've come in such a short period of time?
No, just I do remember my first few times going to preseason, just seeing all NRL players, and I was just like, I wasn't shocked. I was more so scared because I didn't want to let them down. And a funny story actually, my first preseason session actually, Baz was the coach, Trent Barrett, and we were doing this 2K time trial, and
Yuck.
being a young kid, you just want to go hard and hopefully pump that 2K, and I actually did well. I got 8 minutes 30.
Wow.
And but here I am thinking, that's the only con. It's going to be all footy and skill. And straight after we finished, we had 3 minutes to recover, and then we did another con block straight after. And I tell you, I was so far behind, I was getting overlapped by the slowest forward. And I remember Darcy Lussick was next to me. And everyone's already on the try line getting ready to run the next rep, and I'm still running back, and then he goes to me what are you fucking doing? And I look at him, and he full punches my chest so hard, he wounded me. I was already gone too. He actually took the wind out of me. He fucking punched me, and I remember getting down on my knees. I was fuck, this is hard. Fuck. And then Baz comes up to me during con, and he goes, "Mate, just pull out." I've never felt so embarrassed in my life.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Con's never fun. Never fun. Especially when you empty yourself out on that first con block.
I thought I was the man. I was like, fuck yeah, 8:30. I just ran past pretty much all the forwards in the team, and silly me didn't know there was a con straight after.
Who took you under their wings?
Oh yeah, George Shafur.
Oh yeah. Oh my
He
God.
come up to me. I remember it was we had a little team gathering at the pub, and he was kind of a few drinks deep, and he come up to me. He goes, grabs me by the neck, and he goes, "You come here under my wing. I'll look after you." And I was just like, "Yes, sweet," because he's actually really close with all the older Guildford boys. So I was like, yeah, all right, sweet.
Is he from out those ways initially?
I think so, yeah. Well,
Okay.
he did play for Guildford. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
There's another Parramatta junior.
Yeah.
Far out.
There's heaps. Yeah, there's heaps.
It doesn't make sense how they can't retain him. What's George doing these days? Because I haven't seen him announcing his retirement.
He's still playing up in England.
Is he?
Yeah, the Bradford Bulls.
Ah.
So he's up there with, don't know if you remember Zach Fulton.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's up there with him. So they play together now. Yeah.
Man,
he's finally got a missus now. So
what?
Yeah, Georgie, he's got a missus.
He's settled down now.
Yeah, he's settled down big time.
I don't think I'll ever see the day. We've had some great battles, me and him, man. But far out, he could absolutely hit. I think early in his career he never was known for that. Obviously playing with Steve Maddai, they built this combination and connection, and who would want to run in that edge?
Stuff that.
Yuck. So right now you're 25, and now you're essentially one of the leaders coming through. Has that been a hard transition for you? Because we just touched on before, you're very chill, you go with the flow.
Yeah.
How do you find that?
At first, it's pretty pretty hard.
Yeah.
But I kind of, because you know I don't really like to like talk in like team meetings and all that.
Yeah.
So they obviously the boys know like me. I'm not much of a talker when it comes to those kind of situations. So they don't really bother me too much. They told me just be myself. So I'm just more of a like show you on the field type of person, like with my actions and all that. So yeah, so it's all right. It's been pretty hard at first, but I'm still learning. So
it's good. Yeah. Well, you still obviously got years ahead of you. I feel like people think when we talk about leadership that you got to be a good talker, you got to present to the group, you got to be this inspiring individual, but there's all different types of ways and qualities about leadership. And like you said, it's through your actions, you know, like I think
100%.
one that rings the bell for me is James Fisher-Harris. When he first come in, very quiet, very, very quiet, kept to himself, very chill. The older he get and the more experience he had on his belt, he knew that he had a responsibility, and that was to kind of nurture all these young guys coming through. He started to talk a bit more, but he wouldn't talk too much. He just talked just enough, and whenever he did speak, his words held a lot of value, and you listen. When Fish speaks, you listen. Yeah. And he was a type of player that always leads by example, and that's something that you're obviously doing, so it's obviously working for you. You only got a few games left in till the finals anyway. How do you think you guys are going to go the next few rounds?
Don't want to pump up, you know, our tires too much, but I feel like, you know, we've got a good bunch of blokes in the team, and you know, we've got a lot of experience as well. You know, we call them the big three: Ches, Jake, and Turbo.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of experience, you know, and a lot of speed as well. A lot of weapon across the park. So, you know, it's good, man. Really excited for the next month or two. I feel like we're a good team when we're on, but when we're off, we still, you know, need to, I guess, improve on that side of the game.
Consistency.
Yeah, exactly, consistency. But yeah, you know, it's like I said, very exciting times, and I feel like we're going to do pretty well.
Was there anyone that you modelled your game off? Like, who inspired you growing up? Because there's not many back rowers your build and that play like you. So, how did you kind of just adapt and just play the way you play, or is there someone that you like to kind of really look at and try to emulate?
Not really. It's just I usually just watch like big hit highlights on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I remember during like the first few games of my NRL career, I would always watch on YouTube like big highlights, big hit highlights, but I think it was Sam Burgess. Like just the way he ran, every carry he did was like very.
He ran to hurt.
Yeah, he ran to hurt someone. Like he wasn't even tackling. Like he ran to hurt, and I think that's probably the main thing I've took from his game to mine is just run to hurt and tackle to hurt, and you know, but at the same time, you know, respect all.
100%. You spoke about as well, like the big three. Yeah, Jakey was your New South Wales captain, and then you had Cherry, who was the Queensland captain. Yeah. What was that like? Did that feel weird?
Felt weird. I was like, fuck. Like,
because Jakey's pretty. He's not loud. Is he very vocal?
Yeah. So Jakey's the loud one, the loud and like very like fire one in our team. Yeah. While Ches is the like calm, composed.
I got that other way around.
No. Ches is the So it kind of works well for our team. You know, you got Ches that's cruisy, pretty composed, and then you got Jakey that's all up tempo and you know fire.
Intensity.
Yeah, very intensity and like very out there with what he says, you know, a lot of hand gestures and all that. So, yeah, it's pretty good, man. It was awkward at first because obviously Ches is, you know, my half for Manly and you know, being an opposite side from him, it was pretty weird, but you know, it was very, very great experience for myself.
He's not only your half, but like he's on the same edge as you. So it would have been very hard to kind of, you know, see him in another jersey. And not only that, when you play Origin, you're taught to like fucking hate the opposition, right? Like you hate each other's guts.
Yeah,
so, but I don't think I could see that in you.
Nah. There's no way I could.
I don't think you can. I don't think I can.
There's no way I could hate Ches. You know, Ches is a lovely dude.
I think there's a misconception on him.
He cares about like his teammates so much. So he's a good dude, man. I love him, man. I love Ches.
Love that.
Yeah.
One topic I want to talk to you about a few years ago when your former teammate, God rest his soul, Keith Titmus, when he passed away, it was obviously day one in pre-season and it would have come as a real shock to you and the playing group. Finding out the news that he passed, like what effect did it have on you and the team at the time?
Yeah, it was, you know, it was a very, very tough time for, you know, not only us teammates, but for his family also. I wasn't there when that all happened. I was at work actually. Concreting, and JB, our club manager, he calls me and goes, you know, there's been like an incident at training. You know, Keith Titmus has passed away. I didn't believe him at first. I was like, oh, are you serious? And he goes, mate, yeah, I'm dead serious. And I kind of dropped everything. What I was doing at work, I just dropped it. And I went and sat down in the car. I was just thinking about it. I was like, oh, this is crazy, man. It's like it's actually happened. And you know, but I think the main thing, like, I think it affected like all his close mates, especially the ones that were like in our squad, like, you know, Sabi. There was a lot of them, and you can tell like how like bad it was because he had such an impact on all the boys' lives, and just seeing, you know, everyone at his funeral, you know, so it's like in tears and just empty, you know. It's a feeling I don't want to ever feel again. You know, we've passed that now, but you know, just every now and then I do think about him. You know, every time I see like Sabi and at training, I do see a bit of Keith in him because, you know, he was a pretty good guy. Like, just, you know, he was very quiet, but like when there was little smart ass jokes and that, he was always in the middle of it. So yeah, definitely do miss him. But yeah.
Because I was going to say, because it happened so early in the season, well, it happened in the preseason, was day one.
Yeah, exactly.
So it wouldn't have given you guys time to actually mourn Keithy. Like, obviously we're designed to be thinking, well, what are we doing? We're training today. What are we doing for training? We've got gym. And you actually don't got time until you get home to really think about what's happening outside of footy. Yeah. And obviously with Keithy gone, like, I just don't feel like he's had enough time to actually mourn his passing. Like, it would have been so difficult to juggle that with footy, with life. Yeah. But yeah, God rest his soul, man. Obviously, absolute tragic news, and obviously the club got around him and his family, doing the best they can to support him, which is awesome. Because you also played with him in the 20s, didn't you?
I did, yeah, I did. He's a very good player. He did score our winning try in grand final. So
did he?
Yeah. So he scored the winning try, Keithy.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was such a great player, man. Yeah, you know, the sky was the limit for him. Such a very strong carrier of the ball and also scary in defence as well, man. Would have loved to see him, you know, play in our role. But, you know,
life.
Yeah, that's life, man.
Thanks for sharing that, brother. That's a great memory of him, man. Really appreciate that. Let's a bit of change of pace now. Next segment, what's in the sauce? And I can Can see your eyes looking down, and I'm
let's
pretty
do it.
sure you can guess what's about to come, brother. I've got a few questions for you. You know, a bit of fun. You know, just have a laugh, mate. Have a laugh.
Let's do it.
So the first one is going to be: have you ever played Truth or Drink? You know what Truth or Drink is? So I'm going to ask you something, and it's either you tell the truth about it or you eat a chip. Okay, you either answer it or you eat a chip with a
Is that hot
sauce.
chips?
The chip with a sauce. Okay. Are you good with spicy food?
No comment.
Oh, good luck. All right, who's a better player, DCE or Tom Trbojevic? Hey, okay.
Give me the chip. Give me the chip.
See, I told you wouldn't be able to answer it. I told you. All right, here we go. Oh my God, I've made a meal of that. Don't get on that card. Bon appetit.
Dad, what's this?
No, it's nothing. Easy. You'll be sweet.
This is octopus ink.
Bring the mic closer to you, please. All right, next one. Tell me your most embarrassing moment. Oh, you all good? You all good?
Yeah, I'm sweet. I'm sweet.
Tell me your most embarrassing moment.
Most embarrassing moment. I remember I was young. Went to the beach with my younger brother.
Oh no.
And we were just swimming, undies, obviously. And I don't know, next thing you know, we were swimming like butt naked, me and my younger brother. And like, my mum's there taking photos and videos of us. And we're like, oh yeah, just don't show anyone, I don't know why we were naked. We were just swimming in the beach, butt naked. And next thing you know, the next week at church, the photo gets leaked. My mum's sending it out to all, like just showing it to
No.
all my friends and that. And
How old were you?
I think I was like 9.
Oh my days.
Oh, I tell you, I was so embarrassed. Like I've never been so embarrassed before in my life.
That is pretty embarrassing. Wow. What conspiracy do you believe could be true?
Conspiracy.
What conspiracy theory do you believe could be true?
Ooh. That this world is run by Illuminati.
Yep. Yep.
Is that true?
Well, I do believe there's an elite.
Yeah.
I think there's, the Illuminati. There's, you've got the Masonics, Freemasons,
Freemasons, exactly, yeah.
Skull and Bones, I think they were called. There's like a power elite group in the States. Yeah, it's pretty. I believe that to be true. I believe that to be true. Like, I reckon there's a bigger influence than government itself that can obviously influence the way we live, the way we see things, like propaganda. That's actually a pretty good one, man. I like that. Is there one trait you could add to your game, and what would it be?
Kicking.
Kicking.
Yeah.
You can't kick at all.
I can, but I just can't do it in game.
Okay.
I wish I had it like in me to do it. But yeah, kicking, definitely kicking.
Done.
Like all types of kicking. Goal kicking, like grubber,
Yeah.
chip and chase.
Yeah. Okay. And we've already spoken about this, but who inspired you in your childhood? Who's that one figure that really inspired you? You had your Sam Burgesses as a player, but was there another figure, family member, someone else?
My dad. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Nah, most hardworking guy ever in my life. He's like, he'd go to work, come back just before just in time for him to go training, and he'll take us to his training. He'd train, we're just playing along the sideline. He's been, I guess, the biggest impact in my life. Just the way he carries himself, you know, never whinging about how sore and tired he is. Always going to work and, you know, just working his ass off for my family.
I love that, man. And Truma or rumor, were you a Maroon supporter growing up? Oh, tell me it's false. Tell me it's just a rumor.
Give me another chip.
Oh god. I think eating this chip pretty much sums up that answer. How? But because your old man, did he support Queensland? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get
The
it.
old man was
Oh, I love this part of the show.
that's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, just grew up watching footy, and obviously you look up to your old man. And
You say training. What was he doing? What was he training for?
like footy.
Oh, so he was.
Yeah, he was playing footy. So can't remember. Oh, he would play for Wenny's, play for St Mary's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, played like.
How old's your dad now?
He's 55.
And he played to the age of.
I think he played till like he was 45 or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's
he was in playing like local A grade with
Okay.
like a few of my uncles and that.
far out.
He played union sometimes.
Oh, that's interesting. I love that. Well, that was the last of the chips you had to eat and the sauce. Thank God for you. Our last guest, Todd Carney, he wrote you a mystery question. If you want to open up that envelope and read it out and answer it for us, that'll be great. This could be anything. Oh, you're still with us?
Why are you so good? That's a good question, actually. Why am I so good? I wouldn't say me. I reckon it's because of my surroundings. I feel like I feel like the way I'm so good is because the people around me and I guess they bring out the best of me, and it's probably the reason why I'm good at what I am and what I do today.
And I'm going to jump in on that. I think you're being a bit modest. I think footballers in general, we never like to kind of talk ourselves up. We always like to play the humble card. And, in this society, I think we have like a bit of a tall poppy syndrome. So when someone does talk up about themselves and, exuberates confidence within themselves, we like to bring them down a peg. But for you, when I see you play, like, you've got a big body, you're a big frame, you're skillful. That's not easy to have as an asset with your size. You're fast as well. You're athletic. And I know you believe that within yourself, but you just wanted to play humble. But that's all right.
Yeah, got me.
Anyway, I love watching your game, brother. End of the day. So now you have the privilege to write a question for our next guest. The floor is yours, brother.
Yeah, nice. Seal it up.
Yep, seal her up, brother. You're still struggling with,
bro.
Really?
The last bit of like,
Oh,
just
no.
hit my back in my throat.
Oh no! You know what makes me think? Maybe we should start off having one of those chips before the show.
Do I put my name on it as well?
Yes, please. Oh no, I'll put your name on it. That's all fine. Just chuck it on the table, brother. Next few weeks in the NRL, still quite a bit to go. What are you going to get up to? What do you got in the works outside of footy?
Outside of footy, just probably work on my golfing game, eh? just keep working on my craft, eh?
Yeah. Where do you play? What golf courses?
I play Cabramatta.
Yeah.
Cabramatta golf course. It's a nice course.
Golf etiquette?
Of course.
Polo?
Of course.
Yeah.
Polo.
Chinos?
shirt tucked in, belt, everything.
I used to play golf with Miami singlet, NBA singlet, and shorts
Yeah.
back in the day. Yeah, oh, so stupid. I don't know how I got away with
Yeah,
it, but
a couple of boys just rock up with their trackies and all that. So,
yeah.
But they'll realize soon
How
once they start falling in love with the game.
I love it. I love it. Well, brother, I really appreciate you coming on the show today. It's
having
been
me, man.
unreal. I wish you all the best for the remainder of the season. And until next time, brother, maybe we'll do some more speed training together.
Of course.